my name's Hannah. Welcome to Xpert 1 and 2 warm-up. First of all, we're going to go through some housekeeping. We've got fire exits over here and over to my left. I'm first aid trained. The first aid box is over to my left as well, near the fire exit. We also have some first aid trained members of the group behind us. Can I just check that the group has filled in the PARQ forms? If anyone has any injuries, you need to come and tell me before we start the session. Checking for jewellery, make sure no one's got any jewellery on, and keep yourself hydrated throughout the class. Everyone ready to go? Yeah, perfect. So taking your feet, just put them just slightly wider than your shoulders. We're going to take a nice deep breath through the nose. Shoulders back and down, breathing out through the mouth. And breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. One more, nice deep breath in. Shoulders back and down. And breathing out. Brilliant. We're going to take the head and look over the shoulder. Center, center and shoulder. Center, thinking about your posture, keeping your stomach pulled in, belly button into your spine. One more, back into the center. Bring your chin down to your chest, looking forward. Chin down, looking forward. Chin down, looking forward. Take the head to the side, ear to the side. Ear to shoulder. Ear to shoulder. Two more. Side and side. Back to the center. We're going to start just rolling the shoulders. Little bend through the knees. Keeping it nice and soft. Keep your abs pulled in. Belly button to spine. Shoulders back and down. And sending the shoulders the other way. Brilliant work. Well done. Keep going. We're going to go one shoulder back at a time. Just gently pushing into the floor with your legs. Start to move through the rest of the body. And the other way. Rolling forward. Keep those abs engaged the whole time. Spine nice and long. Nice relaxed neck. Perfect. We're going to open the chest. And back. As we open the chest, we're going to really think about keeping the abs engaged, core nice and strong, shoulders back and down. Brilliant. Two more. Last one. Back to the center, hands on the hips, nice soft knees. We're going to take the chest from side to side. A little bit faster, side to side. See if we can go diagonal back, diagonal back. Lovely. Into your hips. Give your hips a little wiggle. Lift the hips side to side. Go for a walk. Nice big circle with the hips, taking it all the way around. Try to keep back nice and straight. Spine nice and long. Other way. And back to standing. You can take your foot out in front, you can just push gently onto the ball of your foot and gently onto the back of your foot. Gently onto the ball, onto the back of your foot. Other side, ball of the foot, back of the foot, ball of the foot, back of the foot. Give the foot a little wiggle up and down, round and round. Other side, and up and down. Round and round. Other way. Okay, we'll just start with a little march. Taking the tempo up a little bit. Give your fingers a flick down to the floor. Imagine you've got water on them. You're going to push that water off the fingers. Start to bring your fingers up. Flick your fingers away from you. Take them around to the outside. Keep those shoulders down and abs engaged. Okay, we're going to start to circle the arms. Just little circles, keeping it below the shoulders. Keep marching it out. And the other way, keep yourself breathing. We're going to tap the toes out to the floor. Take the opposite hand down. Starting to bring that horse up a little bit more. See if we can go into a side step. Step to the side. Keep going with the arms. Brilliant work. We're going to take the legs out, we're going to bend and tap. As we bend, we're going to keep the core engaged. As we come to the top, squeeze the bum. Arms back and forward, shoulders down. Squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. Starting to get a little bit warmer. Start to bring the elbows up a little higher, opening through the chest. We're going to see if we can go elbows back, hands back. Elbows back, hands back. Elbows, Okay, we're going to take it up one more notch. See if we can reach up and over. Nice straight arms. Really reaching for the ceiling. And 2, 1. Across the body, squeeze the glutes. Keeping that ab engagement. Hold tight. Really reaching for those windows, guys. And point the fingers. Sweeping and pointing. Squeeze the butt at the end. 2 and 1. Brilliant. We're just going to march that out. Okay, taking the legs just over shoulder width apart. We're going to do a few squats here. We're going to come down, lifting up. Make sure that you're sitting back into the squat, squeezing the glutes at the top. Shoulders back and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Take your legs a little bit further apart. We're just going to roll all the way down through the chest, down to the floor. Lifting up the bum, rolling up through the spine. Opening the chest all the way down. We'll do 2 more of these. Last one, all the way down. Bum up in the air. Gently taking your weight over to one side. And the hands, and then taking your hands and weight over to the other side. Hands in the centre. We're going to walk our hands forward. You can bend your legs if you need to reach the floor. Into a little bit of an open down dog position, so pushing through your shoulders. And then we're going to walk our hands back. Walking the hands over towards one leg, turning your feet to face the same way. You're going to come into a little bit of a lunge, step that leg back, and we're in a down dog position. Walking your heels into the floor, trying to push your shoulders down to the floor the whole time. Bum up in the air. Nice wide fingers, good support structure for the arms. Nice and strong. Alright, coming up onto the toes a little bit. We're going to push forward into a plank, nice and strong, pushing the floor away. Take your shoulders right over your wrists, keep the abs engaged, pulling that belly button up to the ceiling and squeeze your bum. Pop your knees down. You're going to arch up into a cat cow position. And all the way down, rolling those shoulder blades back, looking up to the ceiling. Tucking your bum underneath, pulling your belly button to the ceiling. And all the way back down. 2 more of these, up and down. Circle the chest all the way around, finding all the edges of that circle. Really go for it. And the other way, all the way around. Bring yourself back to that cat-cow position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to kick our leg back. As we kick our leg back, you're going to squeeze your arms, keep your abs engaged. So I don't want to see anyone bending their back. So nice, small, controlled movements. 5 of these. 3, 2, and 1. Take the same leg out. You're going to pop it behind you, just on the back of the toes. You're going to lift the leg up, squeeze your bum, tap it back down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep squeezing your bum, squeeze your abs up. 1. Other leg. So your back bend first. Keep your bum squeezed, abs engaged, pulling that belly button up to the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Send that leg out straight behind, squeeze that bum, lift the leg, keep the hips nice and level. 3, 4, last one, and 5. Bringing the knees open, we're coming back up onto the fingertips, just having a little rest between the legs. Nice deep breath in, and breathing out. Nice deep breath in. Coming forward on the hands, tuck your toes underneath, come back to that plank position. You're going to try and push slowly down to the floor. If you can't quite manage to just do a push up, you can pop your knees down for variations. Rolling those elbows in next to the body, coming all the way down to the floor. You're going to have a tiny little play with your shoulders back and down, just lifting it up and back. Alright, and rolling onto your sides. Take the legs into an attitude position, one leg forward, one leg back. We're just going to try lifting the legs off the floor, squeeze at the top, and then lower back down. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the legs together. We're going to bend up and down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then send the legs the other way. Straight bend down. Make sure your hips are in line on top of each other. 2, and 1. We're going to change sides. Coming over to the other side. Make sure your hips are on top of each other. Making your attitude sit so that the top leg is behind you. Propping yourself up. We're going to lift and squeeze the abs. And back down. Lift, squeeze. 3, 4, and 5. Bring the legs together. And go bend up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Line on your back. Lie flat on your back. We're going to pull the belly button into the floor. Trying to get your back as flat as you can. And bring one knee up towards your chest. And you're going to give it a gentle pull. Try and push the other leg down towards the floor. And we're going to switch them over. As we do that, we're going to pull our belly button into the floor. And we're going to switch. Just a gentle squeeze through the legs and switch. Now you're going to try and do it with no hands. Trying to keep that active engagement through the stomach. Pulling the legs in. You want to make this a little bit harder? Just lift the shoulders off the floor a little bit, turning it into a bit more of an ab workout. We need to really focus on driving the knees towards the chest the whole time. It's going to help with our ribs. Good work, guys. Legs up in 90-degree angles. You can keep the head down on the floor now. You can make this easier by popping your hands by your hips, or harder if you put your hands overhead. We're going to open the knees. We're going to just lift up and off the floor a little bit. Roll back down and try and tap the toes on the floor without lifting the lower back. Lift it up and tap the toes. Keep squeezing your belly button in towards the floor the whole time. 3, 2, and last one. As we come up, we're going to sit up into a plank position. We're going to lean forward, trying to keep our back nice and flat. Imagine there's a little wall in front of you. You're going to look over the wall, see what's there. And then we're going to look behind us, twisting and opening. Keep your back nice and straight, rolling the shoulders back. And looking forward over your wall. And twist. And forward. And twist. Last one. Forward. And twist. Bring it back to the centre, swinging your legs around into a straddle position. We're going to look over towards one leg. Come over, put that wall in front of us against you, looking up with your head, out into the centre, and this side, and centre, and this side. And then bring the arms out to the side, tucking one arm underneath, driving it over, middle, and the other side, and the middle. Try to keep your hips down the whole time. All the way over. We're going to try and sweep through the centre. Imagine you've got something in your hands, a gift, a cake, something nice. Take it all the way around. In the middle, and the other side. Keeping your abs engaged the whole time. Bring your legs together, tucking your knees underneath. Coming into a kneeling position. We're just going to open the legs very slightly. We're going to look at tucking the pelvis underneath. And we're going to sit up and we're going to open the chest. And arch the back, and then tucking it away, and arch, and tuck, arch, popping the hands down, tuck your toes underneath, you come up nice and slowly, bringing your head up last, start by lifting your bum up, if you need to keep your legs bent, that's fine, you're going to roll up through the middle of the spine, opening the chest to the top.